So I think we are live.
Hey,
No, we're live.
We are
We're
live and high from Fontana, California.
Montana, yeah, seriously.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to a good friend, comedian, and also my delivery guy, Gil, guys.
You're what?
My friend, my comedian friend, my delivery guy, my weed delivery guy. Tell them a little bit of who you are, Gil.
Hi guys, how you doing? I'm Gil Fierro, aka Spicy Gil. I'm a stand-up comic. So that's my lovely little stage name. But by day, I'm also a delivery guy. I deliver your weed to you, your medicines, your products to you, whatever the case may be. That's what I do. I'm a caregiver. I take care of all kinds of things. I'm a gardener. I don't wear one hat. I wear many hats. I'm a lover too. I love catching people off guard. It's so much fun. But it's just what I do. I do a little bit of everything. I touch on everything. You know what I mean?
Very funny, man, and I love where when you get the deliveries from Gil. Sometimes all of a sudden you get one of these, or you get another pre-roll, or you get some stickers.
Little Bernie's brownies, freaking amazing, very tasty, and
potent. Are they?
They're pretty potent, man. The brownies are a pack a little punch, man. They get you. Also got some cookies and stuff as well.
Yeah.
So we got that going on.
Wait. Let me ask you, how did you get started? How does somebody get a job like yours? Because I think that's pretty cool.
You really it's kind of the same old ideology. You know what I mean? You have to know somebody, like the way Hollywood is in the sense. Kind of gotta know somebody to get in. Mm-hmm. That's kind of the way it is with the industry. You know, you gotta really, because it's all about trust. You know what I mean? You really have to trust the person that you're working with, especially when it comes to this industry. So you know, I've known the owner for years. We used to work at Lens Crafters together. That's how we met. I used to work in the eye industry as well. I used to be an optician. See, many hats.
Hey, what's up, man? Hi, my son. What's going on?
But you know, I've been doing. You know, that's what I do. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm a crazy kind of guy. You know
okay. So you got another person. You start delivering. Did you go up to him and say, "Hey, can I deliver some weed, or do you have a job for me?"
No. I mean, you know, I had you know, the owner and I talked for a long time, and we've been friends for a really long time, and it's just something that, you know, we talked about for a while. Like, we wanted to work together, definitely want to do projects together. So now we're starting to do projects together. You know, they just opened a store in Vegas called Tour Support, which is CBD based, and it's really, really great because it's at the Container Park in downtown Vegas. So the whole aspect of eventually getting to do live shows at the Container Park. So that's one thing that we're really excited about.
Have you ever been stopped with all this weed?
Yes. It was actually, I think, my second or third day on the job, and I know I fucking stopped. That's what pissed me off about the entire situation. I know.
How much weed were you carrying in the
car? I was carrying quite a bit. You know, I was carrying quite a bit. Okay. I was carrying quite a bit, but she stopped me and she's like, "Do you know I pulled you over?" And I'm like, "No." Like, and she's like, "You didn't stop." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know I fucking stopped." But, you know, and I had it all in my car, and I was like thinking to myself, "Oh my God, that's it. I'm going fucking down." Like, I was just all I remember is just keep your fucking mouth shut. Don't say a fucking thing, and wait till you get a fucking lawyer. That's all that was going through my head. Don't say a fucking word. Just, you know, that's all I kept saying. So that's it. But needless to say, she gave me a ticket, and I fought it. She didn't show up. I didn't have to pay the ticket.
So, wait, what about the weed? She didn't go, "Hey, that's a."
You know what? I mean,
weed.
The funny thing is she didn't get close enough. She was kind of standing back, and all my windows were up. Just my window was down. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how she didn't smell it or whatever the case. But yeah, dude, I was sitting there going, man, it's interesting because all of my training as an actor really worked out for me in that moment.
Were you high at the moment?
No, I was not high, but I was fucking shitting bricks. Like, but I was like, yeah, no, we're good, bro. I was like totally coming, but inside I was like, oh my God, I could totally shit my pants.
So we know, Linda. Hello, Linda. We know that The cops are scary. Now, this is something even scarier. Have you ever been robbed?
Yes.
You have been robbed? Oh, shit. They robbed you, Gil?
Yeah, a guy took my wallet and took took his order. Yeah, but he didn't get anything. He got my ID, he just got some credit, but I canceled everything. There was no cash.
Wait, how does this fucking happen? Like, the guy called you, you know him?
No, I know. I mean, he was a new patient. You know, it was my fault. I set myself up for it, and I completely take full responsibility. You know, there were signs, there were tall signs. I didn't pay attention to them.
Give me the signs. So the people that maybe get into this.
Okay, so the tell signs is they linger by your car window. You know, they keep asking questions. The one thing that he said the first when he got there, do you want me to get in? I was like, well, like, you don't fucking get in.
Yeah.
Like, and that was the first red flag. I should have just drove off, and I didn't. That was my bad. You know, but you know me, I'm a nice guy, trying to make a sale, you know what I mean? So it was my bad. And then the others, don't ever.
Let him get in.
No, fuck no. I never let him get in, but he was in, you know. It was my bad. Everything I did was
okay. So after that, what happened?
So then he took off. Well, my other thing is I fucking got out of my car and ran after him. That was another thing I shouldn't have done, you know, because then somebody could have came and took my car. So there's just a lot of bad things that I did that you shouldn't have done that I've learned. And now I know, hey, just stay in your car, you know, your wallet, anything in your wallet can be replaced. You know what I mean? The only thing that can't replace is your life. That's something that my mom taught me when I was a kid. She's like, it's just material possessions. Don't worry about it. If someone dies, you can't replace that. So, you know,
that's so you get robbed. Now, do you call the cops?
No, fuck no.
Well, you can't. You can't call the cops because the cops go, hey, you stole my weed.
Nah, because I mean, it was just my wallet. I mean, who cares? You know what I mean? That shit's replaceable. That's you know.
But that's fucked up.
Yeah, dude. It is. Because then you know, I immediately like called my credit card. I called my bank. I canceled everything. You know, he got no money. There was no money on the wallet.
Now, I imagine this being a dream job. You're fucking selling weed, bro. So, does your boss tell you you're not allowed to smoke weed while you work?
No, that's not.
You can smoke.
You know, look. You need to be responsible. I mean, you need to be an adult. You need to know when to smoke and when not to smoke. You know, and you know, hey, I'm sure people do their things that they're not supposed to do. I mean, you know I have in the past, but you know, I mean, you just be smart about things that you do, and you know that you.
Some people drive better high.
Some people do.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, really quick, people that are watching us or people that are not watching, it doesn't matter. We're gonna send you guys a T-shirt out there. I know we can't send you any of this beautiful flower that we have here, but we will send you. Cali Care Group will send you guys a T-shirt as a gift.
Some Thin Mint cookies.
Thin Mint cookies. No, we can't send it.
We can't send it, but you know we're gonna
smoke
enjoy
it for
it.
you guys. We're gonna enjoy it for you today. They brought some. It's when you come to Cali, guys. You can order this from them.
Doc Holidays gummies, dude. Those are
delicious. These little snacks. I don't know what
Uncle Jerry pre-rolls. Very, very nice.
So what's the beauty of a pre-roll? That you're coming from the UK, you land in LA, you go, I don't want to buy a whole bong and all sorts of shit just to smoke flower. Hey, can you just bring pre-rolls? They will bring you pre-rolls, guys. So
pre-rolls.
Share the show. Whoever shares the most will get the T-shirt, and we have our producers that are going to actually take care of that, and then we'll announce the winner before we actually log out. So let's continue. Worst thing that your customers can do to a weed delivery guy. What's the worst thing?
Call and order $10. You're gonna call and order $10 and get the fuck out of here. Like, what are you doing? Calling for all I got is $10. What can you give me?
Marina, ¿cómo estás, Marina? Hi. Don't order $10 a week.
Who in the right mind is gonna order and then have somebody just come? Oh, well, here's $10. Well, no, there's a minimum, $30 minimum. I actually had somebody do that to me the other day.
$10.
$10, man. Giving me a story about their life and everything, and I was just, are you kidding me? This is insane. And then I was a nice guy. I'm a nice delivery guy because, you know, it's a steady, you know.
He was a good customer.
Good customer, you know what I mean? And so, okay, yeah, good. So I say, hey, we'll do a top shelf pre-roll blunt, you know. And he was all, oh yeah, but is it dank? Is it fire? And I was all, it's top shelf shake, bro, with some amazing sweet leaf. And he was all, nah, I'll pass. And I was like, you know what? No, I'll pass on you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm over it. Like,
for $10,
ow, bitch. You know what I mean?
You
like,
want full delivery for $10, and you should.
Like, man, you want me to give you 110% customer service for $13? Like, it's not gonna happen.
So customers order you very little amounts. Like you basically order a fucking joint and say, hey, can you bring me a joint? So that's really fucking annoying. So that's something else that customers do that they shouldn't do to their delivery guys. Do we tip you in Christmas, by the way?
I get a 50-50 off chance on a tip.
What does that mean?
So that means not everybody, like, I know who's going to tip me, but the vast majority of people that order, I do not get a tip.
Okay, see, I don't know what the ethic is on that. Do you tip? Do you not tip? Is it already included in?
You know what? I always do this because and it's just for me because I'm all about the universe. I'm all about good juju, bad juju, and all that kind of stuff. So it was interesting. I did it my own self experiment just to see if it was something I was doing, and come to find out, wow, it was something I was doing. You know what that was? I wasn't tipping people. So I was expecting tips, but I wasn't tipping. So once I started tipping, I started getting tipped out.
Oh, you know look at Marina. She's been a customer since you guys established.
All right. Marina, we've been established for 10 years, by the way. Let me tell
Marina, you've been smoking for 10 years.
10 years. So, with all these shots that are coming up and going down, we're doing something right. The owner is definitely taking his time, definitely doing everything that he needs to do in order to ensure that we have longevity in the business, because I think that's really what it's all about, is building good customer rapport, but building great business relationships as well. And that's what we're all about,
And let me tell you, I can spend my money wherever I want.
Right.
And the reason I prefer to get delivered is because I hate the bullshit at the fucking dispensaries here at the storefronts. And now we're getting cocky, right? Before, you hate it because you would go to your fucking weed guy, and then you say, hey, man, I'm here for 50. And he's like, oh, you sit down, man. Right. Hey, you want to smoke some? No, motherfucker, I want to get my weed or get the fuck out. But now, then you get the stores, and then you get bitches behind them from the bitches. Because there's guys, too, but not because they're not bitches.
What? You just say hookers. Okay, they're just hookers. I call them they're all hookers.
Girls in with this fucking attitude like I drag her ass out of bed to go fucking sell weed. Look, I'm here for my weed. That is it. I didn't even fucking tell you to go to work. Best delivery in the IE. Yes, it is, Marina, and that's where I was getting with this.
Hey,
where I spend my money is going to be where I want the best service, and these motherfuckers delivered. Yes.
Mason, yes. What's up, Mason? Yeah. Mr. Mason, yeah,
and it is
awesome,
true,
dude. I love Mason. He's a longtime customer of mine, and he's always good, dude. I love Mason. I see Mason walking Moreno Valley all over the place. Yes, I do, Mr. Mason. But he's always calling me. Boss. I love that shit. He's awesome.
But we're getting to the point in this business that now you have to fight for your customers. You will have to give them that service like Marina and all these guys have, where they go, you know what, fuck it, I'll wait, because they give me best service and good quality weed at a great price. Fuck it, I'm gonna wait, and I'll be in LA, I'll be in Hollywood, I'll just wait till I get home.
Right.
I'll text you and tell you when, and I make it a day event where I go, fuck it, I'm not moving. I'll tell you what time you want, whenever you get here, bro.
Whenever you get here, I'm here all day.
Yeah, I'm here all day. I'm here smoking all day.
I totally. It's cool. You know what I mean? We've been getting a lot busier, so it's been. Times are starting to get a little bit longer. I'm having to go to the office and, do more re-ups and stuff. So, but I mean, we're definitely trying to get times worked out and trying to get phones and stuff worked out. It's been kind of crazy, but I mean, we're definitely just a well-oiled machine now. We got stuff opening up in the desert soon. We got Temecula that's just opened up. So we have Temecula Delivery, California Care Group.
There's somebody.
I love myweed.com. That's our website. I love myweed.com. Just spell it out, and just go on there, pick the route. We have a route out in Sacramento. You know what I mean? So
all these people don't care because they're all
What's up, Colin?
Evening guys. Hey,
all
Colin.
Right.
Oh, I guess Colin does care, but But I want to get more to the getting to know your butt tender, getting to know your delivery guy. So on Christmas, do I tip you? On Christmas, I guess I get every day, but at the end of the year, do you tip just like you tip your mailman and your trash guy?
You know what? I've never really even thought about that.
Shit, you have to establish.
Yeah,
this shit is established. Okay.
So I never really even thought about it from that perspective. I just started the whole aspect to me is just tipping. If you're gonna expect a tip, then you need to start tipping. That's all.
Have you ever banned somebody or fucking 86 somebody from the delivery system?
I have.
Did you or anybody else in the company, have you guys been like, we don't stand for that. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I there has been one or two
that you kicked out of the where you go, we're not selling.
I personally will not deal with the patient or customer. On my days off, if the other driver is wanting to go ahead and take care of it, then yeah, okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to completely just be like, you're done. Because I mean, there's look, the thing is you got to remember, not everybody's personality is going to mesh well with each other. Everybody, you know what I mean? And I just understand that. Like, hey, some patients we're just not going to get along, and that's quite all right. Yeah, you may get along with the one that replaces me for my 2 days off. So hey, why be it the company suffer because two souls aren't meshing well?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So you just transfer that patient to somebody else.
Yeah, I just be like, hey, if you want to take it, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna. I don't, and it's not even a matter of that. I just. Hey,
listen, Gil, I'll be honest with you, bro, and I think it's time that I share this with everybody. Sure. I've been cheating on you.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm sorry with Jose.
Yeah, I know you have been.
Yes.
Yeah, they tell me. Yeah, they tell me all the time.
Oh, that's fucked up. But I never stop buying from you.
No. But this is what I tell
them. Your days off. I respect your days off.
Yeah. No, but that's
so
what I tell them.
your days off, I don't call you. I call Jose.
Right.
But I've been holding on to that forever. I'm so sorry.
Like, I'm not gonna know. Like,
I didn't know how to tell you.
I know you haven't been sucking on something else.
Exactly. So, no, it gets to the point where like the barbershops, you get there, they go,
that's cool.
Hey, somebody else cut your hair, man, and the barbers get jealous. I don't know.
No, but we were talking about it the other day, and I even, I know that you still. I know Richard calls. He's like, yeah, he still calls. I said it's only because say sometimes I don't got it, or I'm not around or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to know that the people that I refer to the company will still use the company even if I'm not available to give them their products. You know what I mean? And that's what I appreciate. You know what I mean? Because I have several friends who will just call the route number and not bother me personally, because if they're wanting product, then they're going to the business to get the product. So that's the type of business I'm trying to build. Like, yeah, I'm your friend. Yeah, and I'm also your.
Yeah, but you also told me these are the days I'm off.
Right.
So you got to be conscious of shit like that. But let's say I still want some weed.
Right.
So do I bother my friend, or do I call the person he gave me the number to that works for the same company?
You can still bother me, and I'll tell you what, because I'm the kind of guy that will still get the job done.
I get it, but it's your day off.
But I'll still get that job done.
Okay.
I mean,
right,
if it's not me doing it, I'm on the phone going, hey, this is the number. This is who you need to call. This is who's doing it.
All right.
They'll take care of you. Not a problem. And we're done. I mean, look, at the end of the day, business is business, and you still got to be able to what?
Yeah.
Get the business. And how do you get that business? Consistency. Mm-hmm. Customer service is one of the things I pride myself on.
Has anybody ever tried to pay you besides with money, with anything else besides money?
What do you mean?
Meaning they order something, they get there and say, hey, man,
like
I don't got the 40, but I can give you some head.
No, I don't know that.
No?
I've been paid with quarters.
You've been paid in quarters?
Yeah, I've been paid with quarters.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I never give.
I never carry all those fucking quarters.
I never give at the final day. I never give the back quarters. I keep the quarters, and then we're good to go. Because I mean, it's quarters. It's money.
Yeah.
Why reject that shit?
Yeah.
Some businesses rejecting that. I'm like, why are you rejecting that stuff? Like, stop that. Like, just stop yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what I do.
Okay.
I've been paid with quarters before. Just don't give me no dimes and nickels, because then we have issues.
Oh, okay. But the quarters, fucking just
quarters. I'll take quarters. We'll take quarters.
Yeah.
If rolled better.
All right. So no head, no hey, sleep.
No head, no none of that.
You say it like you're disappointed that's never come out.
No, come on. Like, seriously, now you're gonna get into other stuff. Now you're gonna get into other things we don't need to get into. But no.
I just because I know that is a great job, but I'm pretty sure it's still a delivery job. You know what I mean? The shit that you deal with is the same shit that a pizza delivery guy deals with, right? The same, like, oh, what do you mean you don't have the money?
No, I don't ever. No one ever. I haven't ever dealt with that. I have dealt with people who've ordered and have said, okay, I'll be there in 15 minutes, and then they're all, okay, yeah, cool. I get there and I'm all here, and they're all, yo, I'm here. And then they're, oh yeah, I'll be there in 10 minutes, bro. I had to go get the cash. Like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, you called me. Shouldn't you have had the cash when you call? You're supposed to have it. Like, but hey, I get it. It's all good. Like, I don't care. I'm on my phone playing, Candy Crush.
I keep weed money. Like, that's what I call it, weed money in my house. Like, okay, every month I put weed money in. And so I don't have to run to the ATM anymore, especially now with the whole COVID thing.
Right.
I just have money here. Cash guys money and go, here, that's the weed money. At the end of the month, I replace it with another stack of weed money.
Right.
Just because I don't want to be running around and having you run around and all that shit. I'm just saying little tips for you guys that are smoking.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it. I mean, some people, they're just, it is what it is.
You're dealing with potheads too.
Well, you are, you know what I mean? And then I've always been told, hey, man, that's just the biz.
And that's what gives us a bad name. Like, I'm a pothead, but no complaint, and not that I'm bragging, but this is my house. I don't live with my mom.
How dare you?
Well, not you. I'm talking about other potheads and like.
I take care of my mom.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's different. She lives with you. You don't live with your mom. She lives with you.
Yeah,
that's what you gotta tell people. So with COVID, is your boss providing you guys with personal protection equipment?
I mean, we have masks. Masks are provided for the drivers if they want to use it. I mean, I have my mask. I bought my own mask. I got my own stuff. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, we're gonna be prepared. You know what I mean? So I've got Clorox cleanup wipes. I got antibacterial wipes. I got Clorox cleanup spray in my car. I got towel. I got paper towels. I got Kleenex. I got, you name it. I got hand sanitizer. I mean, I got a little Lysol spray. You know what I mean? Like, I am ready to go.
So
like,
there you go, bro. That's the business, bro. That's what I'm like. See, because that's how it was. The first time this broke, the first time that COVID was announced, we're shutting down business. Here comes Gil with his mask.
Right, I had my mask on, like I was ready.
We had gloves, and my wife goes, "Are you walking out there meeting up with the weed guy? Like, I mean, not with the weed guy, right. With Gil. He's out there with a bunch of people. Like, he's gonna get COVID, babe. I think I gave him COVID. This motherfucker was decked out and fucking his hazmat suit.
I did, dude. I had the goggles.
And I understand because you take care of your mom.
Yeah, I take care of my mom.
So you coming home with COVID is bad news for your mom.
Right. Yeah, you know what I mean? Especially at the time because she had just had to go back into the hospital several months before because she had 2 pulmonary embolisms. So, because she had fallen, she didn't do a lot of moving. So, of course, some blood clots happened. Yeah. So, we were taking care of that, and she was on pills. So, yeah, we were a little, and it wasn't until May that she was off. She was done with the pills. So we were really just, hoping nothing. And, I even took 2 weeks off because my mom wanted me to take those 2 weeks, mandatory stay at home. So I did for 2 weeks, mandatory, stayed at home, took care of my mom, did what I needed to do. I'll tell you what, man, the news is a motherfucker.
Why your mom was watching it?
Oh, the 2 weeks that it ended, and I started back to work, and I came home and we were watching the news. Man,
todos están muriendo. Todos están muriendo. Like, everybody's dying. Your mom's like, everybody's dying.
Seriously, I was just like, I was watching the news, and it was just, it was just tearjerk after tearjerk and tearjerk, but it was just a bunch of doctors and nurses in masks, and it just seemed like they were having a good time because it seemed like they were smiling behind the mask. But then it was like doom and gloom and everyone's gonna die and everyone's gonna run out of food, and I'm all, Mom, shut that shit up. Like, and then my aunt calling me like every other hour, like, is this gonna happen? And I'm like, oh my god, like I can't deal with this anymore. Like I had to get rid of Facebook for a while. I had to get rid of everything. I was just like, this is too much. Like it was just, I was like on overload. You know what I mean? But we're good now. I lost a lot of weight, bro, and then I gained it back.
Me too.
Oh yeah. I got super skinny, and then I got kind of heavy, but that's okay.
You know what I mean? Would you like some? This is some of your own product. We'll try the Thin Mint cookies.
Yeah,
hold on, you can wipe this down. Sorry. I don't know what's the
what? No alcohol?
I know, right? Should I provide the wipes when we're now sharing a bong? Is that now the ethic? Like, what is it? What is it now for? What's wrong?
I don't know. I just hit it.
You just hit it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well, I don't care either. Fuck, we've been talking to each other for what now? 26 minutes. If you had something, I already got it.
I've done worse things, so you know.
Oh, now you tell me what the fuck. You're fucked up, bro.
Don't act like you ain't done.
No, but I kissed my daughter with this mouth. I don't know.
Yeah, but you do.
I'm the kids are good night. He's gonna go, do you smell like Gil, Dad?
How dare you? How dare you? I gargle.
Okay.
So, you know,
fucking Gil.
You're terrible, man. Look what you do. You make me say some crazy ass shit.
So, 4th of July.
Yes.
That's our independence here in America, guys. So tomorrow's a big day. What is the game plan for you guys?
I believe we're open until I think they said 5 or 6. So basically, when it starts getting dark, or you know, hey, when the calls start to slow down, you know.
Are you guys ready for it?
Yeah, we're ready for it.
Are you prepped? Is there like a game plan that you guys set up?
I mean, I think it's a pregame today, so you know, I took today off just so that we could do this because you know, you said, nah, don't take the day off, you know, just take a couple hours. But I think to myself, okay, so my day starts at 10, and then I have to be here by 2, so 10 to 12, you know, time to get ready. Like it just wasn't, you know what I mean? It's not feasible for me to even do it, so I took the time off. So
thank you.
Know, yeah, no, and hey, thank you for having me on the show, man. Like he's so crazy, right? Like I appreciate the invite, you know, and I'm just
I actually had it as an excuse because my wife says, "What are you gonna do today?" Nothing. Actually, no. I had him deliver this to me. I already scheduled that, and I added the interview with him. Right. Because we never get a chance to talk because you're busy, and
I'm always busy. Yeah.
It's not like before when your delivery guy, when you went to go buy weed, your guy would say, "Well, sit down, man, and smoke."
Right. It's not like it's,
you guys show up, you give me the shit,
you go, and then bye.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Today we get to sit down and chill,
right? To relax, man.
And talk.
See, and I'm still working on my day off. I'm still delivering, you know.
Yes, you're still delivering. So I got it. So 4th of July, is there a pep talk? Does your boss come out and go, "All right, guys, today's our day. Today is Independence Day. We will sell more weed than any other store." Like you guys get a prep talk.
It's not a fucking movie.
No, like the Braveheart. Are you ready?
It's like fucking Rudy and shit, you know.
No pep talk because you're about to fucking sell $250,000 of weed.
Dude, I give myself a pep talk. You know what I mean? I wake up and I always have. I tell myself it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna have an amazing day. We're gonna have great sales. Like I do that every day. I tell myself every day. Great sales. Because if you put that out there, that's the energy you get back. That's the energy that's gonna happen, and that's what happens. And you know, I don't know. I mean, I've been able to help the business, and I've been able to grow the route. I think they said I've doubled the route since last year. So
nice.
You know what I mean? That's I feel as if I have a part to do with that. You know what I mean? And you know, you just keep going, just keep pushing, keep going, keep pushing. And you know, I just have it in my mind. I have a set goal in my head every day, and I try and reach that. And it's interesting enough because I'm reaching out a lot more than not. You know what I mean?
It's a customer service, bro. Trust me.
Well, I
go to people's shops, and I'll tell them I'll never come here again.
Yeah,
I'll never come back. And I tell people, you understand? There's a million of you guys out there.
Right.
For you to mistreat me this way is not okay. I'm leaving. I get it, but you're not the only one that sells weed.
You know what I think? The thing that really is the thing that I don't appreciate about the the storefronts is the fact that you deal with a bud tender that doesn't necessarily know exactly what they're doing and what they're talking about. And no disrespect, because hey, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people like looking on a nice set of titties. I mean, I do. I enjoy a nice set of titties myself. They look very nice. Yes, they look very nice. You know what I mean? You have to appreciate a nice set of boobs. But I mean, when you're trying to ask a question medically about something like, I want this versus this, and do you know what, and man, they look at you like, it gets you high.
Oh, it'll fuck you up.
Yeah,
that's their technical response.
Right,
it'll fuck you up.
And I'm like,
this one, I'm like, you're not even using words now, bitch. You're just like, how's this one?
Yeah, and then like and they'll look at you and they'll size you up too, because they've done that to me. They'll size me up because I've gone in looking kind of scraggly, like I ain't got no money, just because I don't want them to think that I'm just gonna be buying all kinds of shit, you know what I mean? But I'll walk in there and I'm looking kind of scraggly. They'll size me up and be like, they'll look at me and like, okay, so this is our special, this is our happy hour. And I'm like, oh, so you don't want to put in any effort. Okay, I see. You know what I mean? So then that's when that charm comes on. I'm like, oh, but you know what? Hey, what about that private reserve, huh? You know what I mean? And then they're like, oh, and then I start talking about, and then I go back and just to piss them off, I buy the happy hour shit. I'll make you put in the work because you fucked me over from the beginning. You know what I mean? If you would have put in the work in the beginning, you would have had that bigger sale.
How proud is your mom? I'm like your delivery guy. Like, is this something that she brags at bingo at Seminole Casino?
No, man.
No.
As a matter of fact, my mom just told me she's still getting shit from the family about what I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, really?
My family. I give my mom shit all the time about. And I'm just like, seriously, are you kidding me? Like, I don't talk about my business.
You sell weed?
Yeah, because of the thing that I do. But look, I don't get into my business because it's my business. I don't tell them what I've done or what I've, things that I've done. I've invested a lot of my time and energy in what I'm doing, in a sense. So I am not going to allow anybody to or distract me from anything. And if anything, the one thing that I've learned is you got to be true to yourself to make yourself happy. And first off, you got to love yourself. And how do you do that? You do things that are going to make you happy. Well, this makes me happy, baking and all this, and
so eating everything you bake.
Yeah, right. How dare you? How dare you?
Because you don't bring it. He did. I'm sorry.
I did.
Did you make these?
I did not. Little Bernie's did. I'm in the process of making my little bite cookies. So I'm actually going to be launching mystery cookies by Spicy Gil.
So explain that because we're gonna bring those on the show. But
we will bring those on the show. But it's mystery cookies by Spicy Gil. So basically, what it is, they're bite-sized little cookies, and we're gonna call it a stoner's dozen. So there could be 9 cookies in the package, and they're chocolate chip cookies. But the mystery is you gotta figure out your potency. You know what I mean? That's the whole mystery.
How many come in the pack?
9 come in the pack.
Okay, so that's beautiful. You get 9 friends. You all eat 1 cookie, and then whoever gets the most hammered is the guy that fucked up. That's a great game.
Yeah, right. And then everyone buys a bag, right? Yeah. And then you keep eating
until one of you
passes the fuck out. You know what I mean? That would be a great game.
Can somebody consume 500 milligrams of THC?
I believe so. Yeah.
And survive and live?
Yeah. I mean, there's 500 milligram liquid fucking THC bottles
that you can chug.
You can just chug, yeah.
And you'll just get high.
You'll get high as fuck.
But you'll survive, right?
You'll survive, yeah.
Okay, because I had a friend that was saying me, no, you can't. You're gonna die. I'm like, you're party. What's wrong with you?
No, I was at one of those sessions once, and you know, I decided to be brave and try one of those liquid THC, you know, drop it in the soda or whatever. So I tried it. Woo, no, I cannot do those. No. Man, that fucked me up, dude. I was so high that it took me beyond paranoid, and I was like double watching my back, like.
So you're like, hey,
yeah, it was like
in my back.
Yeah, it was like some
like,
you know.
Hey, you got my back.
It was too much for me. I was like, I can't, and I had to perform that night, and I went up and like, I'm terrible. It's like I'm the one. I basically killed the whole vibe of the show and everything because right after that, they're like, they just ended the show. Like it was terrible.
Why was it terrible? Your comedy show, by the way, Gil's comedian, but why was it so?
I was so in my head. Like I got to the point where I got so high that I was so in my head that I was just thinking about everything and overanalyzing. So by the time I tried to even go up, like I was like, these motherfuckers aren't even listening for one. I mean, they wanted free weed because that's the area that they were throwing, you know, free shit out for and stuff. So they weren't really giving a shit about what we were saying anyways, and they were really only paying attention to Stoner Rob. You know what I mean? But it was a great experience. It was fun. Things I needed to learn and pay attention to because early on in my comedy experience, and so it just made me realize, hey, on those moments you don't do material. You can't do material. You have to learn how to play to the crowd. You have to play off to the crowd, and that was just one thing that I learned from that experience. You know what I mean? So, but it was, oh man, that was. Woo, man. I don't think I've ever been that high in my life.
Stoner Rob, you mentioned Stoner Rob.
Yeah, Stoner Rob's awesome, dude.
Yeah, he's awesome, he's the first guy I ever performed with high, and I can function now high.
Right.
Back then, I was so new to weed that I was just gone. So when I went up on stage, I said, "Hello, everybody." I did one joke, one line. Bye-bye, everybody. And so, Rob, you're up for 15 minutes. No, I'm not. I'm off now. Here you go. You just go ahead. You log it. I'm done. Don't pay me. I'm not going up anymore. I'm so high. And I was doing wax.
That's hilarious.
Those
okay, you're doing tabs, right?
Tabs. I was done, dude. That was the first time I ever did tabs. Like,
you know what? I learned that I cannot go on stage high.
Yeah, I mean,
I cannot go on stage high. I have to be sober when I'm on stage, only because, man, I do a shit ton of act outs. I don't know if you've seen my stand-up.
Yes,
I do a shit ton of act outs. I'm very, very active on stage. By the time I'm done and do my finish, I'm literally like literally panting. So, I mean, it's crazy. It's
guys, what you hear now, it's a helicopter, and there's it's true. They're not here for us. We're not growing weed. Actually, we are growing weed, but it's only a few plants, so we're not gonna get busted.
I don't know anything about nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. So you get stopped. You say, "I'm not moving till my lawyer is here." Right. That's one of the rules. So listen, for you guys in the UK, they're gonna get a visa in the US. Don't get busted with the weed. Have your American friend keister it up their butt. You don't mess with it because they won't give you your visa. So, and what you hear back there, that's the trash can. Because we're outside. My wife won't let me smoke inside.
I don't know if they wanted a play-by-play.
I'm just making sure I'm high. That's what I do when I get high. I do play-by-plays and get hungry. So, Gil, let me ask you something. So you can give a fucking rat's ass what your family thinks. You're still gonna sell weed and do what you want to do.
Right.
What are you doing now as a comedian? Like, and now we talked about the weed, but I want to get into your comedy world. What are you doing in comedy? Is there anything that you're doing?
I did do a show right when we first reopened with Joshua Higuera, JH Comedy, and so we did that, and that was a lot of fun.
What do you mean you just did?
I did a show last month.
That's
like the beginning of when we first opened up about 2-3 weeks ago. When we first opened up, I did a comedy show with Joshua and at the Cheeky Wings in Summit, Fontana. Yeah, I did that place with him, and it was great. It was fun. It was a blast. I had so much fun, and I did some.
Did people show up?
Yeah, we had like 25-30 people show up. Yeah.
Nice. And was it separated?
I mean, for the most part, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, people wore masks. I mean, comics. We were comics. We didn't wear masks, but I mean, it was yeah. I mean, it was fun. I had a great time. It was, but I did that, and I've been doing some stuff on Instagram lately, pushing myself to do some more things. Like today, I did some stuff about being happy and masturbation and poking your hole and stuff of that nature.
Hey,
so
yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
sometimes I see you singing on your Instagram.
Yeah, did some songs.
I'm gonna sing you a song.
It's my version of fun time karaoke. You know what I mean? Or I'll just do some voices. I'll throw voices out every now and then.
People think you're crazy, right?
Yeah, I know.
All right. As long as you know.
But
you're
that's the whole.
Talking
But that's. But everyone thought Robin Williams was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's.
And with that being said, let me ask you something. People say that, for example, the forbidden fruit, and it was a theory that I was listening to on a podcast where they said that the fruit that they're referring to is ayahuasca. They are referring to weed, things that alter your mind to open it up because we only use a small percentage of our brain.
Mm-hmm.
So with these chemicals that are going in our brains, once we consume these drugs or they call them drugs, but these herbs or ayahuasca, it opens up your mind to think differently. Do you believe in that? Do you think that you became a better person because you started smoking weed?
I think it's an aspect of everything, really. I mean, when I was younger and I first started, of course it was, oh, smoke weed, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But here I am going to be 44 on Tuesday, and
are we both there?
Thank you. I've had a cathartic journey in my life, and I became a vegetarian about 3 years ago. I started my spiritual journey. I got a book about the science of self-realization. I started just trying to understand energy and stuff of that nature. So that's just me. I just try and put out the good energy, the good vibes, and everything of that nature because that's what we are. We're all an energy. We're all energy. We're all moving, but we're still. You know what I mean? And we're vibrating at a high rate.
Absolutely.
And what people don't realize is love resonates higher than hate. And I always say more love, less hate, more love, less hate, more love, less, because it's the truth. And the key to that is loving yourself. You gotta love yourself. If you can't love yourself.
Now, did this come from smoking weed?
I believe a lot of it did. There is. So I got an interesting story. No, I got an interesting story. So I used to be a camp person. I used to be a camp staffer up at the Bentonville Pines years ago, and we lived in the camp, and we had a tent. We lived in one of the staff tents. So there was one time I used to get really stoned while nobody was in the tent, and I would get high to Alanis Morissette, listen to Mary Jane, and it was just those were those times when I felt really connected to the earth, to the energy, to music, to everything. And back then, I thought I was going to be Alanis Morissette's hairstylist.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. But it made me start thinking about life in a different perspective when I was up there and smoking and being around everybody, because that's when my life changed. I realized that was right after high school. That's when I started to realize that I could have a separate identity from people that I were around, and then I started taking on a different journey. And then I started, every now and then I would pick up certain, books of enlightenment, but I never really went any further than that. And then I went to Arizona. It's interesting. I went to Arizona. I met Julio Gonzalez, and that's when I went with Joshua too. And I went with that was just us three the first time, and we drove to Texas. But that's when I really got into the cathartic journey and everything, because Julio was talking about it, and he's a vegan. He's a hardcore vegan, and so he was talking to me about all that stuff. And then that's when we stopped at a place, and it was a Buddhist all you can eat type of resort or whatever, so you could just go there and be serene, or you could get food or whatever. So we went there and they had a little shop, and then that's when I stumbled upon stuff. And then I had told Julio about the sound bowls because I had one, and then he ended up buying one, and then I stumbled upon the science of self-realization, so I bought the book. So then that's when everything really started. It was about four years ago when that happened, I think.
It's funny, I just worked with Julio too.
Yeah, Julio's a blast.
Well, you were there.
Yeah. Julio's fun as fuck, dude. I mean, he really opened my mind to a lot of different things and to really hone in, because everything that he thinks or how he was thinking was everything that I was thinking. In a sense, I just needed a direction. So on that way to Texas, that was pretty awesome, because it was just a very cathartic journey for both of us, because it was like a shared moment on, understanding each other from where we were coming from spiritually. It was really cool. Really cool. I know.
No. But I think weed allows you to think that way.
Yeah.
I think that it expands on your mentality. I think alcohol really shuts that side of it.
Oh yeah, alcohol really hinders it, because you think about from what alcohol does, it's an inhibitor, and it really incites more rage. It brings out more rage. It brings out more of the anger, more of the And I think that's because people don't, necessarily learn how to deal with those emotions, and that's because they haven't forgiven themselves for acts of the past. You have to forgive yourself first of acts of the past before you can move on and forgive other people. Just another thing.
It's draining, but it's draining to hold on to the past. It's fucking draining.
Let me tell you, man, it really is. I've learned so many things on this journey.
You have any kids, Gil?
No kids. I have dogs.
2 dogs. Okay, dogs. No wife, no ex-wives, no.
No ex-wives, no. Nothing of that nature.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I was just asking your family or anything, and because I wanted to ask you about how they feel about it, but you don't have any.
Nah, most everyone's cool with it. I think it's more my aunts that have an issue with what I do. I think that they're the ones that give my mom a little.
I think that would be more pissed off if you told me you were going to be a comic. If you told me you delivered weed, I'd be like, there you go. Fucking go ahead. Right? You told me I'm going to be a comic, I'd be like, you fucking piece of shit. You're not going to do shit, are you?
You know what? My mom was always kind of cool about that growing up. Growing up, my mom was always the encourager. She was all, whatever you want to do, you do it. You be it. It doesn't matter. So, if you want to be an actor, hurry up and do it before I die. So,
That's your mom.
That's my mom.
Okay. Your dad?
My dad. What can I say about my dad?
Yeah, what can you say about your
dad? I didn't grow up with my dad. My parents split when I was in the 2nd grade.
It's your fault, right?
Yeah, it was my fault.
Okay,
completely. My parents split when I was in the 2nd grade, and I didn't really start talking to my dad again until I was in my late 30s, and we never really had that. We've never had that relationship, or we never really been like, hey son,
but neither have I, and I lived with him all my life.
Yeah, so but my dad's a cool guy. He kind of looks like Jesus. He's got long hair, beard. He ex-biker. My dad's always been a cool, chill guy. But he's never been I know 2 sides of my dad. I know the side of when I was a kid, and then I know the side of now. And he's a totally different guy than he was when I was a kid.
Okay.
So, but we don't have a close relationship.
Kick his ass now, so you're good.
Nah, we don't play that game.
No, we play. No, but I'm saying,
yeah.
I had this whole argument with a friend. I said, I have a half brother. My dad stepped out on my mom, and he's my age.
Right.
I don't know where he's at. But I said, congratulations, this motherfucker. What's up, bro? Are we gonna smoke one of these?
Yeah, let's
open it up. Open it up.
Smoking the Tahoe OG.
Tahoe OG. So,
Uncle Jerry.
Uncle Jerry.
California Care Group. I love myweed.com.
It is the Uncle Jerry's.
Yes, Uncle Jerry brand. We have.
Is this your brand?
Yeah,
this is your brand.
Huh?
This is your brand.
This is our house brand. We have a lot of house brands as well.
Oh shit!
We have our Lucky Fortune,
True Original,
Lucky Lady.
Yeah, that pre-rolls.
House concentrates, which are really nice. Yeah, very, very nice. What else do we got? We got cookies. We got pre-rolls. We got carts, California Care Group cartridges, full grams.
Okay.
And we got stizzies. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. We got a lot of stuff.
What's a stizzy?
Stizzy is it's a vape, but it's a different type of vape. So they have different type of flavors and of that nature.
Question that I was gonna ask you too, bro, is there's a thing called like a white crystal that's
diamonds.
Diamonds. Do you guys sell diamonds?
We carry diamonds. Yes, we do have diamonds available on I Love My.
Tell them what diamonds are, because I'm thinking this is going ridiculous, bro. One day we're just gonna fucking.
So I believe it's like the purest form of how you can extract it to the point of its pure. So it comes out so fucking clear. I don't know the terminologies because I'm not intricate in that way. But look, I looked at it and I was like, damn, that shit's reflected like diamonds. It's pretty legit. I mean,
and what is it? It's just
it's crumble,
but it's just white.
It's white,
but it's
almost
99
it's like a
concentrate.
99. Yeah, it's like 99.9. Yeah, concentrate. It's like the highest form of
concentration. And then you basically, we call it dab it, right? And you're basically getting the 99% THC. You guys sell that 99% THC. Goddamn.
Yes, we do, and it's really, really good.
It's like you're freebasing weed.
How dare you? That's freebasing is injecting. Don't say that.
See what?
That's injecting. We're not
freebasing.
Freebasing is injecting.
No, freebasing is like a freebase. Smoking crack cocaine is freebasing.
Oh, I thought it was injecting.
No. How dare you? We smoke it.
Oh, see, I learned something new today about stuff because I've never done that. Okay, you know what? I can't say
what has been your biggest mistake? They want to know what's been your biggest mistake. Mine is inviting him over to the show. But I don't know what his is.
My biggest mistake, I think my biggest mistake was not graduating high school.
You didn't graduate high school?
No.
You're stupid.
Yeah, I know. I had some life-altering shit happen in my life, and it took a turn, and I after math realizing, hey, maybe I shouldn't have, done what I did or said what I said, but it made me the person I am today, so I can't be mad. I mean, it's kind of interesting too, because like every June comes, and I'm like, I get a little bit like, so I know, like, I think this year coming up is going to be my year that I'm just going to fuck it and get my diploma. But I'm going to get my actual diploma. I'm going to go back. This is a fucked up part. Like, I was senior high school, and I only had 45 credits to graduate.
45 credits, and you didn't fucking wait? Fucking amazing.
No, because I dropped out. Moved up to San Francisco right after I dropped out. Got a taste of freedom. Got a taste of what real life was going to be. Mm-hmm. And I went back to try and finish high school. And man, I was like, fuck that. That was some bullshit.
Oh, no, you went up.
No, I was like, man, I couldn't stay in class anymore. I had lived a little bit of a life. I had lived a little bit on the streets. I had seen some stuff. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's a big fucking mistake. Fuck diploma. I said I lived in the streets. That was my biggest mistake.
Yeah, it was only for about a week. But
But you lived in your car, though?
No, I didn't have a car.
What do you mean in the fucking streets, bro? How do you live in this? You grabbed a fucking cardboard box and said,
I didn't even really know what to do. I mean, I was just like, I would be able to go to like friends' house and like stay the night in a sense, but when it came to the day, I have to, and I had to like figure out what I was gonna do for my day. So yeah, I was living on the streets for about 5 days until I figured out what I was gonna do. Yeah.
Oh my god, brother. Shit.
It's crazy when you. That's why I said like, I'm glad that I started smoking weed because I didn't smoke weed right after high school. When I turned 18, it was a little bit. Probably like about 7-8 months later, and I met some amazing people, and they were the ones that introduced us to weed, and then that was it from there. I've been on a journey ever since.
Yeah, I started at 37. I started at 37 because I just couldn't handle drinking a bottle of fucking Jack Daniels every night. I said I can't. So
I did that in my 20s, but that was a handle of vodka. My cousin and I, dude. Oh my god, we were my cousin and I would drink handles of vodka in the night, and we'd sit there listening to my record player, and we'd be listening to fucking Wilson Phillips, "Hold On," the entire album, flip it over, word for word, singing it drunk off our asses, and of course, "Hold On," man. Like who doesn't feel a sense of motherfucking empowerment? It's just when you hear that. Dun, dun, and you're like, I know this pain. Why do you lock yourself up in these chains? Right? And you're like, yeah, like, why do you do that?
That's fucking
like, why do you do that? You know what I mean?
every day.
Right? I like sing every day. You know what I mean? But it's like, and song's just so fucking empowering. You know what I mean? Like, you listen to Wilson Phillips, and you're just like, yeah. You know, you're like, I'm empowered. I'm not locking myself up in chains anymore. You know, like, I'm not holding myself down. You're not making me cry. You know what I mean? As my hair goes back and forth. But, you know, you're like, that's just, you know, I don't know. We were so crazy, man. Yeah, I did a lot of drinking back in my day.
Yeah. All right. So, future, 10 years from now, Gil, where do you see yourself? Comedy or this business? Is this what's that can be your future, or is it gonna be?
I think it's gonna be both. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? I think I'm gonna have a decent comedy career. I think it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? And that's just.
But we have no stages. Where are we? The fuck are you gonna perform?
We will come back.
It'll come back.
It'll come back.
All right.
It'll come back. I mean, just patience. Patience is a virtue. I think that's one thing that I've had to learn being in the, marijuana industry, the cannabis industry, is patience is a fucking virtue in this industry. Because, look, man, you're dealing with something that, I think both sides are trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, you just take it one day at a time, and you bide your time, and you just, but I really do want both of this to be a part of my life. You know what I mean? And eventually I want to open up my own, food truck, vegan food truck. You know what I mean? There's things, aspirations. Like I said, we're not one thing. And it was, I listened to Spotify, excuse me, and it's optimal living and, your daily quotes and stuff of that nature. I said a lot of self-wellness stuff, and one of them was just talking about that. About how you everyone gets pigeonholed into you're just a comic. You're just a comic. That's all you are. You're just a stand-up comic. But are you just a comic? No, you're not just a comic. You're a podcaster. You're a husband. You're a father. You're an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? You wear many hats, but everyone wants to be pigeonholed into, oh, well, you are just a lawyer. You know what I mean? You're just it. But we're not. We wear many hats. We wear many different things. So we're not just one thing. We're many things. We're evolving. You know what I mean? And
that's what I'm saying. That does the cannabis or THC in marijuana alter the way you think, for you to think that type of way? You understand? To say, I'm not just a lawyer. Why would anybody that's a lawyer that makes a lot of money would want to even question, I'm just a lawyer? And it goes down to happiness. And the more we open our minds, how do you develop a microwave? How do you develop and design shit like what we're doing right now?
Right,
we're competing in the UK.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoever thought crazy. This was going to happen, right?
Right.
But did we need altering drugs to open our minds to know that this would one day be possible?
I mean, hey, man,
I've had drugs, and then the government, all governments around the world insist no drug use. No drug use. Why? Because that way you can
only prescribed drug use.
Exactly. Only the ones we want to give you, or the ones we're going to tax.
The ones that we're going to control.
Exactly. So
but that's another subject.
Yeah, but that's one of the things that I really look into people. I said some of these people really think outside the box. And it could be LSD, it could be mushrooms, it could be marijuana.
I've done shrooms.
Yes, ayahuasca, and that's one of the things that. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna do an ayahuasca trip with a real shaman.
Okay.
Shaman. She's gonna set it up, and I'll come back and give you guys the info on what type of trip that was.
Woo, that's interesting.
It is good. And they say that you find yourself in these trips. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because as I was having this conversation with the person that's doing the ceremony, I said, what kind of things are going to happen while I'm on this trip? She said, you'll find answers. You'll find your answers. Things that bother you in life won't bother you because you'll see why they bother you, or you understand